Okay, friends, summer is here. Are you ready for it? Are you excited? Are you dreading it? Summer's a hard one for me. Well, it's a mix, but Sam's Heaven anniversary is in the summer, so it's always a time that I dread. But I also love summer. It's one of my favorite seasons. The long days, the super green grass, going to the pool, to the beach. It's fun, but it's also hard too. So whether you're looking forward to summer or you're dreading it, I want to talk to you about a few simple ways that you can create a summer that feels life-giving and not overwhelming, filled with peace and joy. I pray this episode blesses you. Welcome to Unlocking Joy After Grief. My name's Courtney, wife, mama of 6 kiddos, one in heaven waiting for us, and that's why I'm here. In 2017, we lost our 4-year-old son, Sam, and it's my joy to share with you everything this journey has taught me. So if you're ready for biblical encouragement, first-hand lessons, and support from a fellow grieving mama, then let's lace up our shoes and begin walking this road together. Summer can go one of two ways for me. The beginning of the summer, I have all these plans, things I want to do, memories I want to make, because as we know, memories are the most important thing. The most important thing. We only got to go to the beach 2 times with Sam in his little life. The second time we went, the last time, was 3 weeks before we lost him. And that trip we actually weren't supposed to go on. It was a last-minute trip, and I'm forever grateful that God gave us that opportunity to have one last trip with him before he went to heaven. And so memories are super important. And I feel like summer is the time that those memories are made a lot of the times. It's warmer out. You can go to the pool. You can go to the beach. I love the beach. That's our vacation place of choice. We live about 5 hours from a beach. So at the time of this recording, we're actually going to go in 2 weeks. And I'm so excited. It's something that I look forward to all year long. But like I said also in the intro, summer's a hard one because Sam's Heaven anniversary is July 1st. And as you know, that's a hard day. I have learned I just take off work that day. A lot of times work is a good distraction for me, which I have a whole episode on distractions in your grief journey. I'll link below. But that is not one day that I can do that. I've just learned I can't focus. I just can't that day. So I just take the day off and we actually go do something fun. We go do things that Sam loved. But that's not the point of this episode. So the point of this episode is whether summer is something you're looking forward to, whether it's a break for you, maybe it's a way for you to get away and distract yourself, or if it's hard like me and you have hard moments that you have to get through in the summer, you can still have a peaceful and joyful summer. And that's what I want to talk about today. How can you do this? How can you go into the summer and then come out leaving refreshed and knowing that you cherished every moment of the summer, but not in an overwhelming way? So that's what we're going to talk about. I have 3 tips for you on a way that you can really enjoy this summer, but in a way that's easy for our grieving minds. So the first thing is I want you to simplify your schedule. I'm really bad at this because at the beginning of the summer, I have all of these goals. All these goals, things that I want to do. And I don't think that's a bad thing. Like I still have it this summer. I want to go swimming once a week, which I know is not feasible, really. But I feel like, well, if I have the goal and we at least hit it half the time, then that's more times than if I didn't have the goal at all. So I don't think having goals are bad and plans are bad. But if those plans and those goals start stealing your joy because you don't feel like you're hitting it, then that's not good for you. It doesn't bother me. So like if you're one of those where if you had a goal to go every week and you didn't, you feel like a failure, then let's not do that. Let's keep it simple, especially if you're in the early parts of your grief journey. Summers, the first few years, we did nothing planned. We did go and do stuff, but I didn't plan anything. I couldn't. My mind was completely focused on healing Let's heal. Let's get through this day. My mind was completely focused on keeping me alive and just surviving. So there was no brain space for me to plan anything. So how do we simplify our schedule? I have an episode on how to prioritize things in your life that I'll link below, but you need to really figure out what matters to you. Like really, end of the day, what matters to you? If something comes up, something for you to do, something to take up your time, and it does not align with that is truly important to you, say no. It's a powerful 2-letter word. Say no. And you can say it nicely. I mean, you can have a nice way to say it. But if it doesn't align with what truly matters to you, then it's taking time away from that. Saying yes to something is saying no to something else. So if that's something you're saying yes to does not align with what is truly important to you, then it's taking time away. You're saying no to that thing that is truly important. So for me, making memories with my family for the summer is the most important thing. So if something comes up, an opportunity for me, but it takes away from time that I could be making memories with my family, then I will probably say no, depending on, what it is. But just knowing what your priorities are will help you simplify your schedule, because then you can use that as the gauge for everything that comes into your schedule, everything that comes that's a possibility of things you can do. But on the flip side of that, I also want you to leave room for some rest. I don't want you to overschedule yourself. I don't want you to, say for me, making memories with my family is super important to me. That doesn't mean I'm going to schedule something every single weekend for the summer and we're going to go on, 7 vacations. You got to balance it, especially you got to give yourself grace, especially wherever you are in your grief journey, especially if you're early in your grief journey. Give yourself grace. Give yourself time for rest. Sometimes making memories with your family is sitting in your living room and watching a movie, ordering in some pizza, popping some popcorn, watching a movie. It doesn't have to be complicated. You don't even have to leave your house to make memories. So wherever you are mentally in your grief journey, you can find something that's either super easy. I don't have the mental space to do anything but turn on the TV. And then that's great. Pile everybody on the couch and watch a movie. Perfect. Family time, there, memories made. You didn't have to think of anything except, and you don't even have to think about what movie. You can have the kids pick. Or if you feel like mentally you can go and do, then do it. It'll be great. It'll be fun. It'll be a good distraction. And then also, side note, it's okay when you're making these memories to be happy and sad all at the same time, because we cannot go and make memories and not think about our child that's not here. There's a huge hole, right? Huge hole in our family when we go to do things that Sam should be in. When we go to the beach in 2 weeks, he should be in those pictures. He should be being crazy out in the ocean with the boogie boards. He should be building sandcastles with his brothers and sisters. He should be here. And it's not right that he's not. And so it's okay for me to look at my kids playing in the sand, playing in the ocean, and be filled with joy that I'm there with them, making memories that will last forever, but also be sad that Sam is not here with us. You can feel both of those emotions together. They need to coincide and live together. That's the key of being able to keep living, is saying, I'm super grateful for my kids that are here. I'm so thankful that we're here making memories, but I'm so sad that Sam is not with us. He should be here, and it's okay to feel both. I want you to give yourself permission before we go into this summer, before you go on trips. You're going to feel both emotions, and that's okay. It's okay. Okay, so second tip, I want you to be present in those moments. So whether you are at the point in your grief journey where, Courtney, I do not have mental space and capacity to plan anything. Okay, we're going to watch a movie on the couch. We're going to take our kids to McDonald's. We're going to go for ice cream. We're going to do super easy, super simple things. We're going to turn the hose on. I mean, my kids love playing in the water hose with like the little hose head, where you can like they love it. Love it. I just sit there and spray them and they scream and run around. Super easy for me. I can sit in a chair literally and spray them with the hose and they think it's the best thing ever. Now they are younger. Some of them are older, but the ones that love it are younger. So whether you're in that space where we're just doing super simple things, or if you're like, Courtney, I can think I can handle this. I think we can plan a vacation to the beach. I think we can, go to the mountains or whatever it is that you enjoy doing. Whether it's super simple, we're squirting our kids with the hose and getting ice cream at a local ice cream shop, or we're going to the beach for a week. Either one of those, I want you to be there. I know you're thinking, well, Courtney, I'm there, but no, I want you to be there. Be fully present in whatever moment it is that you're wanting to make a memory on. Whether it's something super simple like watching a movie, or if it's something like going on a vacation to the beach or mountains or wherever, be there. Be fully present. How can you be present? Now, my number one thing that I'm going to tell you to do, put the phone down. Put it down. There is a time and a place for distractions that the phone brings, and playing a game on my iPad is a lot of times how I made it through I had my worship music playing and I was playing a game on my iPad because it distracted my mind. But when you're making memories with your family, when you're with them, that is not the time. I want you to unplug, put your phone down, and just be there. Take in the scene. Watch your kids playing in the water. Watch them getting ice cream all over their face while they're eating. Watch them as they're building sandcastles and kicking the waves. Be there. Take in every moment. The only time I give you permission to pull out your phone is to take pictures or videos, because also we know pictures and videos are super important. The pictures and videos I have of Sam I cherish them. So those are important too. So we're present. We're taking pictures and videos so we can look back on them and so we can have those. But we're also there. We're there having those memories just embed into our brain so we can carry them forever. A second way you can be present in the moment is to listen without distractions. And I'm not great at this, I will admit. When my husband's talking to me, when my kids are talking to me, I just have so many other things. I got to wash dishes. I got to clean the kitchen. I got to pick up the toys. I've got to plan for dinner. I got to cook dinner. I've got these things at work, so there's always something else, right? And so I'm like multitasking while they're talking to me. I'm doing the dishes and I'm cooking and I'm planning the meals for the next day. And so there's all these things that are vying for my attention. And so this one's for me. This one's for me. Stop and listen. Listen. Be fully there. Eye contact, listening to what they say. And so I'm going to work on that one. That one's something that I need to work on, is just being fully present there in that conversation and not multitasking and doing other things while someone's talking. And I know that's not always possible because sometimes we have to do things. But, when you're trying to make those memories, let's just put the phone down, be there, listen to people. The next thing you can do to be present in the moment is really look at the little things that are happening, those small moments. For me, when I'm at the beach, it's the sound of the waves hitting the sand, hitting the shore. That's a small moment. It's just a small sound, but I love it. I love the way that sounds. I love closing my eyes and feeling the breeze blowing on me. Hearing the waves crashing on the shore, it's so peaceful. Those small moments that you can capture and really just hone in on. It could be your kids laughing if they're playing in the hose, or if you're watching a movie and something funny happens, the kids are laughing at the movie. Whatever it is, just looking for those little moments that can bring you joy and fill your heart with peace. Okay, so the last way that we can have a peaceful and joyful summer is to choose joy. And I know that's easier said than done, especially on our journey. There's a reason this podcast is called Unlocking Joy After Grief, and my blog is called Unlocking Joy. You can unlock joy in your life after you have lost your child. But there's only one way that we can have the strength to do that, and that is through Jesus. He is the only way that we can have the strength to choose joy. Sometimes it's joy through tears because we're feeling both. We're having that moment of joy and sadness all at the same time. Sometimes it's just joy. There are moments, y'all, it will be 8 years this July that we've lost Sam. And there are moments where I just feel joy. It's not mixed with sadness. It's just joy. And that is a testament to not me. It's nothing I have done, but how if you keep walking with Jesus, your heart will get to a point where it is healed enough that you can feel joy again. And I know, depending on where you are, that can feel impossible. But I'm here to tell you it's not, friend. You can feel joy again. So how do you choose joy, though? And again, this is with lots of grace. I can't talk to you specifically where you are in your grief journey. So, take this with the filter of where you are. If you're early in your grief journey, this might not be possible. So, just filter it through what feels right for you. But I feel like how you can choose joy is to kind of focus on what is something that happened today that brought me joy? Or what is something I can think of in my life that brings me joy? If it was a hard day and you can't think of anything that day that brought you joy, which is fine, because some days are like that. Some days we just survive. We just get through. There's no joy to be found in that day. We just get through. That's not every day. So let's think of, okay, what's something that brought me joy this week? Or what's something that just brings me joy just in general? And I know it's small, but again, it's those small steps toward healing. It's those small little things that we look for. Our healing doesn't come all at once. It comes in little small pieces. So look for those things that bring you joy and then thank God for them. Thank you, Jesus, for the sun. Thank you, Jesus, for the breeze. Thank you for creating the ocean that we can go and enjoy and make memories at. Thank you for the sound of my kids' laughter and the joy that it brings my heart. Thank you, Jesus, for walking with me. Thank you for healing my heart piece by piece. Thank you for not being scared of my grief journey and my pain and my emotions, and that you're walking with me. Thank you for healing my shattered heart that was in a million pieces, and you have stuck with me day by day and healed my heart piece by piece. So just thank Him. Find those things that bring you joy and thank Him for them. And that's a way that a small way that you can choose joy and just kind of work on that healing in your heart a little bit at a time. I pray that you would have a peaceful, joyful summer, making memories with the people who mean the most to you. That as you go step by step through this season, that you will feel your child with you every moment. Every time that you're there making memories with your family, that you will feel your child with you, right there beside you. I pray that you would get signs from heaven. I call them kisses from heaven, that your child is there. And most importantly, I pray that you would remember that it's through Jesus that we can make it through. It's through Him that we can find joy in those little moments in our day. And it's through Him that we find our peace and our joy. I'll see you next time. Love you, friend. Hi, Mama. I hope this episode blessed you. If so, would you mind sharing it with a fellow grieving mama who may need some encouragement on her grief journey? Also, please take 30 seconds and leave a rating and a written review wherever you listen to this episode. Reading your reviews brings so much joy to my heart, and I love connecting with you in that way. All right, I'll see you here next Thursday for another episode. Love you, friend.